The 12 people who lost their lives in a horrific collision involving two heavy-duty trucks and a minibus taxi will this morning be laid to rest in a mass funeral at Tiyani village just outside Giyani in Limpopo. Our reporter KoketsoMotau joins us now to tell us more. Very good morning to Koketso. Thanks indeed for joining us. From what you told us a little earlier on, what can you tell us now about how the community has come together to support the grieving families since this devastating accident?
Well, good morning to you and good morning to the viewers. Indeed, we are still here at the Giyani village just outside Elim, where the funeral service is currently underway. The program is underway, and we understand that we are expecting, government officials to also, give the words of support. And we understand that this incident involves, this funeral involves the burial of 12 members from this village. We understand that they were coming from a church service at Solomondale when that accident occurred. But I want to speak to the Premier of Limpopo, who is expected to deliver her eulogy, very soon. Dr. Ramathuba, thank you so much for joining us here on SABC News. Condolences to you and to the people here. What message of support would you like to share with the people here?
Yeah, indeed, it's a very sad day for us as a province. We are really mourning. This is very difficult for us. I mean, if you had listened to the obituary which have just been read of all 12 of them, you will realize these are very critical members of society. They are not just pillars in their own families as mothers who are wives, some of them single mothers, some of them aren't. And you could hear that even within society itself, they are educators. Some are two are retired teachers. You hear these are community healthcare workers. They are home-based care workers. Some of them, they were trained even by us as government to go beyond just taking care of the frail. But now they were trained to can take your blood pressure. You could hear, they would say they were trained how to assess if you have got risk of heart conditions. So we have really lost as a province and as a community here of Tiyani. So I just want to say to the families, to say your loved ones, your aunt, your mother, and your brother, the one who, because the only male amongst the deceased is the driver. I'm saying to the families, just know that provincial government is with you. We are with you. It's not only you who have lost. We're saying to the church, it's not you who has lost the members of your church services. We have also lost as the provincial government, as the people of Limpopo. And we're saying, let's be strong during this difficult time. Let's support the families. Let's be with the families. They need us more than you can see. It's a very tough and emotional service that we are attending today.
Then how far are the investigations in terms of what really caused the accident?
Up to so far, we are still waiting for the official report from the Road Traffic Management Corporation, because when you have got an accident that you lose so many lives, it is them that have got that responsibility to can investigate. I wouldn't want to begin to speculate from what our local traffic department has responded and has indicated to us, because we still need to know the conditions of those trucks, if they were in good conditions. So the RTMC is the one that must be able to give us those answers. We will be following up. We felt maybe this week, let us focus on making sure we do our postmortem in time. We issue death certificates in time for us to be able to can lay them to rest. Because if you postpone and take for 2 weeks, the pain continues to be even much more worse. So our biggest concern this week as provincial government, working with the local government and also the families, was to say let's finalize the logistics and lay them to rest immediately after that. As early as Monday, I will be calling the CEO of RTMC so that they can be able to give me a preliminary report. Even if it's not yet a final report, I need to know, and I want the report from somebody, not the speculation speculations as to what could have happened, because speculations might end up unfortunately leading into unnecessary anger from the community. The stability that's here, we can disturb it. There can be a lot of blame games. So for now, let's just wait and be a little bit patient. We'll be able to update you as the public as to what is the cause after the official report would have been released.
We understand that this accident actually occurred just 2 days before the transport month, where people are actually supposed to adhere to the rules of the road. What is your message to the motorists and the people in general?
I think we need to be honest and be brutal to ourselves. Anyone who goes behind the steering wheel, as long as you are a driver, especially if you are driving heavy loads vehicle, if you are driving also the passengers vehicle, your kumbis, your buses, you must remember that you are carrying lives of people. I always say, even the responsibility that a doctor is given by God is not the same as the responsibility that you as a driver is given. Let me give this simple illustration. When a doctor is operating in the theater, you must first check your machines, are they in good conditions, whatever, because a mistake that you commit in theater, the patient will not come back. It's a one-way ticket, and that will be one patient. So that's why they become very extra careful. But remember, that will already be a patient, somebody who's sick, who is not well. But when you are a driver and you are driving people, you must know that you are carrying their lives in their. It means before you start your ignition, before you start your car, you should have checked if your car, all the brakes are functional, if your car is in good conditions. You yourself, are you in good condition? Are you not suffering from conditions that can result into fatigue, blurred vision on the road? Before you take a decision to overtake wherever it is, you must ask yourself, these decisions that I'm taking can be fatal. This decision that I'm taking, I might be overtaking in the burial land because I'm in the hurry. I might cause accidents with the other vehicles that I must lose the life. When you are driving, you must know you are not only driving your car alone. You are driving the car in front. You are driving the car at the back. You are driving the cars on your sideway. So that is what I'm saying. Drivers, can we now start to change our mentality and just think you are starting a car and you are driving and you are going wherever? Every decision that you make as a driver, your decision can lead us into, look how many families now are destroyed. That is a decision of a driver. It could be a truck which had brakes that failed with such tons of load, and another truck in front with tons of load. Imagine when they're squeezing that poor minibus. There was no way anyone would survive. So the decisions that any amongst these drivers, there is one who took a decision, and that decision is irreversible. This is the decision that has brought all of us, that has made this family to cry. It is the decision of one of the drivers. So that's the report we're waiting for, to want to understand. And we must now start to see the law being very tough. Being tough on our drivers. Let's not cut shorts. Let's not cut corners. We need to be tough, because if a doctor commits an error in theater, the license can be taken by the Health Professional Council. Now, why if a driver commits such, is the license still not taken away? We have to now start to be honest with each other. If we want to reduce road carnage, there must be consequences. It can't be, yes, it has happened, people were in the car. No, we have to be responsible when we are driving our vehicles.
Just the last question to you, Dr. Ramathuba. These people who lost, the grieving families, are still traumatized. What kind of psychosocial support did you provide to the grieving families?
I think we've been with them from day one, as you have heard, even the families indicating, even the mayor from day one, when we wanted them. The most difficult part, positive identifications. We have been there as the provincial government together with our MECs, and also most importantly, our psychologists, our social workers. We even further went to visit their families. The whole week, our Our social workers and psychologists were visiting families. We did also household profiling to begin to understand who at least if you read the obituary, they are leaving behind adults, children, but there are those who are leaving behind children who will still need financial support in future. So we're saying to our government officials, let's not only provide that psychological support, but equally let's do household profiling so that our Department of Social Development, through our agency SASSA, if there are children who will require future support, we should be able to look into that using the current government programs that we are having. So we will be with them. Grieving, it's not just an event, it's not for today only. We must be able to provide them the support, therapy up until, especially because it's mostly the husband who have lost the wives this time. And in our culture, you always being told that as a man, you don't have to cry. As a man, you must be working. We are saying that that's not how it works. You are a human being. In your veins and arteries, it's blood that flow, just like in women. So when you want to cry as a man, go cry. You are not a weak man, you are a strong man. You are a strong man, but you are just a human being, and you are hurt. You lost somebody who woke up and tells you, honey, I'm still going to pray for you and pray for our family. The next thing you see our police coming to your household to tell you that your wife didn't make it. Probably some of them called them before they left to say, hi, we are coming home. And then the next thing they don't come back, you see us coming to give you the bad news. So this is traumatic. It's not like somebody who was sick, you have seen being sick, and you end up praying to say, God, this pain is too much, take our beloved ones. But these ones, we still wanted to see them. So we will continue with the therapy. But lastly, what I'm encouraged is that because they are churches, even I was comforted by them, because unlike those who don't go to church, who don't understand, but using their religion, using the belief, using that God is there, the message here gets to be more encouraging and more therapy than even the therapy that some of us can provide to them. So that is what I'm saying. We are comforted by Bafundisi, even by some of the family members who said our loved ones died for Christ, and they knew where they are now. So we're saying they must continue with the prayers. It's another therapy, it's another psychological therapy, which does work a lot.
Well, Dr. Phophi Ramathuba, thank you so much for talking to us here on SABC News as the Premier of Limpopo. I just want to conclude by reading out the names of the deceased here. We understand that 12 of them are being laid to rest today. We have Grace Tiyani, we have Rose Mawila, we have Colin Maluleke, Libuane Sarila, Kayanene Sarila, the 7-year-old girl who also lost her life, along with the mother there, Libuane Sarila. We also have Rose Mnyuku, we have Agnes Sambo, we also have here Rose Maswanganye, Joyce Chauke, Masingita Mabudzi, Gift Nkwenyama, and Daphne Mabasa. These are the deceased who are being laid to rest here. But for now, let's get back to you in studio.
All right, Koketso, thank you so much for joining us. Our reporter there, KoketsoMotau, speaking to us live from Tiyani village, and he was just in conversation with Limpopo Premier Phophi Ramathuba, who emphasized the need, for strong accountability mechanisms, especially for drivers, to deter or counter the carnage on the roads. That's on the sidelines of the funeral service, or the mass funeral service, of the 12 people who lost their lives in a very deadly crash about 2 weeks ago.